Hey dreamers, this is Jechta Place, and we are going to continue with Secret Santa 2024. I'm not going to hold an intro. I do a little bit of recap. We did a painting of, or at least we start painting the cards already, and this is what we have so far. Still not done, of course, so we're going to do rest of the rust parts of the card itself under the bottom and the plate itself, and then we are going to work ourselves outwards, so the outside of the card. We're going to do that as well. So without further ado, I am going to continue painting. This is still from the same day that I recorded last video because I have no time. I need to continue. There is no time for me to stop or to have a break now because I'm already way too late and way behind my schedule of this creation. Right, so I think what is smart? I think we should do first this particular part. I think that's the smartest thing to do. So I am going to clone this color here. Not so much opacity. We need to wanna paint this inside what we want. We're probably not going to cover everything because some parts were already covered with the paint. Some parts were not. Okay. We don't really have to paint the outside because no, because that's yellow. The outside is yellow. So I made here a mistake, but that's fine. You can paint it over. Yeah, no, the rest is yellow. So we only need to paint these things here. I also need to be careful because I see already that I'm reaching with 57% of the paint part. I have to be careful. And that's why you don't want to have everything in one sculpt because of the reason. You don't want to paint too much over it or too long, mostly. Okay, now we're going to add. Yeah, it's now 59 even. See, it's not even more than before. But I have to do it. I have to use painting. Even if it's just a little bit, but yeah. Okay, let's wrap it up. Let's not use this anymore. Also, how far are we? 62%. That is the issue here, that we are having that problem. Yeah, you also want to add detail to your creation. I haven't really the feel that I painted that long. Not too bad. I think it's just like the surface is just super big and unique shaped. I think that's maybe why Dreams has a little bit more problems with that. $63. Scary because I also need to add yellow. Maybe I should already do that now because like, and also this whole thing is one sculpt. That's not good. Okay, let's add the yellow part. Like I really, I was like, we are not done with the details. We're already reaching the closely to the cap, which we don't want that to happen. Okay, I've tried to make. I think it's this color. I am going to use kaleidoscope. It looks like still not correct. It needs to go a little bit more there. Problem is like I'm not using the proper lighting yet, so I have to make sure that. What if we use the pre-colors? Better. I think that's better. Yeah, that's better. And then what I also need to do is make that rust as well. So it needs to have like white spots on it. This part I don't think I can do in... No. Mirror mode, is that going to work? No. Maybe? Oh, mirror mode is going to work. Because... yeah, I think that's working. Okay. Kaleidoscope not, because like it's not really the same sculpture. Or like the distance, I think it's not the same. Okay. Slowly. Oh no. Oh, this actually needs to be painted over as well, so it's fine. That's fine. We can do that later. Because like the inside is silver, like the plates. Okay. Oh my god, look at this. I love when like things becoming slowly like recognizable through the original one. Especially if you're like painting it or start going to paint it. Even though it's like it's not exactly the same. There are some differences here and there. Like it's not like this, it's not like similarity to the rest of it, but as long as like recognizable, you know. I hope I didn't accidentally paint. Ah, yes, I did. I knew. Going to happen. And you would think that the bottom is pretty thick, right? Or is it like super thin? Maybe it's super thin. Okay, then I need to do something else. I think the best way to do this is not soft blend, and then use and also not mirror mode, by the way. And then we're going to only hit the bottom. That should be good. Okay. Now then we hit the... Nice. Perfect. Amazing. It doesn't matter if I don't hit the... You have to paint the sides. And these are like single sculpts, so these are not part of this one here, so that's good. The same goes for the top as well. Which we can already do, by the way. Let's mirror this. Top blends. We do want to top blend this. Should I do it like this and then paint the insides? Or what is smart? Still hits the inside, right? Yeah. I think the best is just to paint the inside separately then. So this is fine if I do it like this. And then we need to make it dirty and scratch all like that, and just like how we did with the inside. So that's the same with the outside as well. But look at this! Oh my gosh. It's already so recognizable now. Love it. Okay. Let's do scratchy. And I am going to do that with the cone tool. We're not going to use mirror. Well, we can use mirror, but then only on like the outer side, so we're not seeing like much of like the repetition that we're doing. So I think that's fine still. Opacity as low as possible. Then we're going to make this super thin, like a shark tail, but then like super thin. I also have to be careful that I'm... No, I think the service is thick enough for not reaching through the other side. So that's good. And now we are going to use... So I'm gonna pick this yellow. And then we picking the softer, so around here, almost beige type of color. And then no salt blend, that's good. Hope I'm going to reach it. Hope this is seenable though. Maybe I should... I think you need to have... a little bit lesser. I think that's fine. Now we can turn it around. And now we're going to make it scratched. This is going to add so much, like... It's a little bit risky than what I'm doing here right now. Come on, spin it. It's a big service. Yeah, like it's there's a lot of ground to cover. We are adding like paint that has been cooled off or like corrosion happened during the time. Oh, you're not even seeing most of it because like, I forgot there's something else on top of that. 67? Oh boy. Okay, I think I need to turn off my mirror soon. 68, we are getting closer to maybe I shouldn't have done the top though. This was silly of me to do that. 69, that's the number. Okay, let's turn off the mirror now. Because we don't want to end up that it looks like too much of the same. Let me sub blend a little bit here. Okay. Lights. I'm so scared that I am like I need to have more room for other things, you know? Lesson for me, maybe I should not always do everything in one sculpt. That means that we have like situations like this happening more. Okay, but we are pretty much almost done. Okay, now we're going to add rust again. And I'm going to do that manually, so we're not going to use what's it called? Mirror mode or stuff like that. So we are going to add rust to the places where I wanted to have it. Is even the right better. I'm probably already coloring it on the other side, but I don't know. Maybe I should not use. I don't want to do it in more than one go because the longer I paint, the more complex it's going to be. I could have done this in mirror mode. Okay. Wait, this part I can do in mirror mode. It's only the part where I have to make strokes down, like in the front, that I don't have that to do. And now I have to do it manually again. 71%. It's getting trickier. But I am super close to... to the finishing part of this one here. Yeah, it's still a little bit too dark, but we are going to yeah, another layer needs to be on top of it. Not much room with that. side as well. Okay, now we need to blend most part in. Boy, oh boy. Okay, let's blend. Do that with this tool. How much are we? 72? Oh. Do a little bit more, lesser opacity. Turn on mirror. Must be hitting the same surface, but then down on the other sides. Just gonna quickly over it, just so that like it's mostly blend in with the colors. Okay, mirror mode off. Okay, so now it's a little bit more blend in with the surface. Maybe I can do this side a little bit better. Didn't really took most of it. Like it has to be very subtle, you know, like it needs to be blended in. I think that's pretty much done for, like, we can of course do the bottom. Still a lot of like surface to nail. And yeah, you're not going to see the bottom at all. I mean, like, you're not going to even see this detail, to be honest. And I'm doing it anyway. Maybe I'm going to make close-ups, or we will see what we're doing. Okay, this needs to be silver. We'll keep subblend a little bit lower. This can be mirrored. Maybe a little bit more. As long as I'm not hitting the other side, I'm fine. Oh, that's actually not so bad that happened. I accidentally hit a little bit on the other side, but that's actually pretty good because that's actually what we need to have. Because like it's also rusty over there, so that's good. I'm not mad about that. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Fine. It's gonna look amazing, amazing. If I have to say that for myself. Because I often think that that's terrible. Okay. I just have to keep myself telling like it looks amazing, even though I don't agree with myself with that. But okay, now we're going to turn off the mirror, and then we're going to use the blend again, and this time opacity super low, soft blend a little bit low, make this smaller, and now we're going to blend in a little bit the rust. Maybe a little bit more opacity, less opacity. What is the right term? Is it less opacity if you want to have it more visible, or is it more opacity if you want to have it more? Like because like opacity means both ways, right? Like it means like it can be lesser opacity or it can be more opacity. Like the word means the same thing. I don't know, let me know in the comments. Okay, now I need to blend these colors back in. Otherwise it gets a little bit too rough. But this is all like what happens when like decades of rain has been doing to these cards. Go. We also need to add like still looks a little bit weird, to be honest. Here we need to do also the those white speckles, like the white stuff that you see on this one here. We're getting there. Slowly, steady, we're getting there. Now let's blend this a little better in. A little bit more brown. Kind of want to make it less. Speed up a little bit of the process. I always love this part. Painting is... It's a challenge sometimes, but it's so fun, so satisfying. Makes the creation like stand out a lot more, you know, like by doing this. Look at the difference already. It's insane. And we are not even done. I'm trying to make this part a little bit softer, because like a little bit too dark for my taste. There we go, that's a little bit better. Okay, now we do this side still. It's basically like you're adding like fake shading. Like normally you would like create this with like light gadgets or sun gadgets or spotlights, but having already like fake shading happening, it will like your creation is going to stand out a lot more. Voila. Like it makes it more like it's because of like you're creating the shading with painting, it becomes like an object on its own instead of like you have to recreate that with spotlights, which is Dreams not the greatest in, if we have to be honest. Like and that's why it's better to just make sure that you're shading it yourself to create the same feeling, so you get like that old look and feel, and that it's part of the creation itself. Okay, so now we need to add those white spots again. Did I use this? I think I did. I used this, right? Then opacity low. I'm gonna keep this on so I can see a little bit of like have like subblend going on as much. I kind of wish that the other side was mirrored. That would have saved me a lot more. Gonna put a little bit more opacity. Like it's, I need to paint so longer than normal to get the effect. I have to redo a few parts here and there. For better results. Okay, that's one side. Perfecto. Now we do the other side as well. The problem always with painting is like you have to be careful not to overdo yourself, you know, like you don't want to make it too overdone. Like it needs to be random, but also like still look okay, and not like it's been too much. That's why sometimes I'm doing like exactly where I want to have it, and also some spots where I'm like I want to have it a little bit random, so like this random sprayed where I want to have it on, and also some parts where I'm like, okay, I want to have it around there. The scratches are. Something like this. Okay. And I think that's it for the bottom one. I can still like that's the thing, huh? Are we going to do the bottom as well? I think I will wait with that one. Like I'm not really sure like how exactly, because like this maybe looks a little too clean still. But I have to, yeah, look at exactly how I wanted this to be. Okay, we're doing it the same thing here as well. So here we're going to change to, I think it was this one. So we're going to shadow it in at random spots. I'm no longer connected to the Dream server. Always happens. This like it's a little bit different because like here we have like a little bit of like a bump underneath, so here we have to create a lot more corrosion happening on the top. Yeah, it's a lot of like shadowing in, a lot of layers that you're going to add to a creation. Especially if you want to make it look like old and... I'm just going to do random spots here and there a little bit. And then I'm going to blend that in again. It looks like maybe always a little bit weird in the beginning because like, yeah, I want to make it in layer form, and there's like different ways to do this. Like you can already have like a blend color, making it in Dreams itself, but I kind of like to work with layers. Always feels better for me to do that, but it does require a little bit more painting. Like now it looks super weird, right? I mean, like, we are of course going to blend it all together. But I think it already looks pretty solid so far. Kind of want to do a little bit more on this side still. Okay. Now we're going to blend. So, and blending, we did that with this one. Now the colors are becoming intertwined with each other. I do kind of want to have it and here we also need to make scratches, you know, like those whites. Painting got loose. Maybe a little less. Kind of want to speed up the process. Am I doing it? Yeah, I'm doing it. Oh, like, it's still the right spot. I'm not really worried about like within, like probably we are painting also on this inside maybe. So good so far. But I'm not really worried about that too much. Like we have to do also inside the painting. Funny enough is that like if I look at like the original painting, the inside is also yellow instead of how it is in the bottom one. It could be maybe that's where the paint completely is gone because it's more open into the sun. Maybe that's the reason. Or they just didn't paint it at all. Could also be. And since we are trying as close as possible with the original creation, I'm also not going to paint the inside silver. So we keep that yellow. But of course with rust, a lot of dirt and rust. That we still need to add. I cannot wait to see this creation finished. Like today is a very productive day for me because like I'm going to record a lot of videos all the same day. You guys still have to wait a week for its release because I don't want to spam your feed with all these videos. But for me, everything is mostly happening at the moment now in the same day, just to speed up the process. It's like my deadline is really close. Pretty close. Well, that's one side. Almost. And then we need to do a little bit of the top here. The inside I'm going to do it a little bit more like faster. Just like inside you're barely seeing it. So we are still going to add, of course, like detail, but also not as much. But we're getting there, But it's mostly like the outside that this like needs to be mostly taken care of. Need to do this edge a little bit. Da, 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 da. I have a feeling that I'm painting a little bit too long on this one. I have to be careful not to end up in the same way as we did with the other one. Then this side we also need to do. I think it's already becoming nicely. I see that we already are an hour in this video, so I probably have to stop soon. I'm going to finish the sides a little bit. What did I got myself into? Why I thought remaking the famous Ferris wheel. Why did I thought that was a good idea? I mean, like, it was the interest of the person. But I could just have made like a Christmas tree. Why do I always end up with a challenge for myself and I'm like, what did I got myself into? It's slowly becoming very nicely together, I think. And then we need to, of course, like change the settings of the sculpt with metal, because like it's a metal material. So we need to change that as well. Or is it yeah, it's metal. So after we have done all the painting, we also need to add the right values of the creation itself, which is also what we need to do to get the right look and feel. But before I am actually doing that, I need to have the proper light settings that I want to go for in this creation. We don't have that at the moment. Oh. But it's mostly also because like I always like to challenge myself a little bit of like making creations that I've never done before. I don't often want to end up with making the same over and over. So I always like to use, like, if a person says like he's interested in Chernobyl's history, and I'm like, okay, what can be cool to make and to challenge myself as well. So I was like, well, the Chernobyl disaster, you can call it that way. Oh. And of course, like a very famous. Well, there are like tons of famous things in, like, maybe the word famous is not the right wording, but like, I mean, you know what I mean, right? Like, iconic things, like the Ferry wheel is very iconic in the theme park. Also, the what is it called? Those things, the bumper cars, very iconic as well. I probably don't have time to add those things. It was my idea to have those as well, but considering that I only have like 4 days left, at the time that I spent on this creation already, yeah, not going to happen, I'm afraid. That's not going to happen. I can always do it later on if I want to expand the creation that I made. But since this is not this time like an ode to this person itself, like I cannot, for example, use the card from Piece of Craft because that would be not nice, I would say. So out of respect, that creation is never going to be remixable because it's a card that Piece of Craft made, and I only wanted to give an ode to his creation, and it feels wrong to have that particular creation be remixable because the original design is not mine, basically. So it's not fair to do that. Like, this is something else, right? This is something doesn't infringe any copyrights from another user. But this one I can always like extend for myself at some day. I'm like, maybe I can also make the swimming pool that was over there as well. Maybe make the entire place. Seems I want to. If I want to. Okay. Slowly. I think I'm going to do also the bottom like this, but then like with only this particular blending. I think that's maybe the best idea I can do. But I'm seeing that I'm already over an hour in, so we are going to give it a call here. I think we did pretty good so far, if I have to say so for myself. We are far from finished. Many episodes are still yet to come. I don't know how much episodes, but still a lot. I clearly cannot do it in one video. That was already obvious I couldn't do it. But yeah, there's still a lot to do. We have still a lot of painting to go for, to get a little bit more extra detail to the cards, to the painting work. Then the Ferris wheel we need to craft further, paint, and also having the supports in there. We need to make those. I kind of want to keep that as last a little bit, and then depending on how much time I have left, I'm probably going to reuse some assets that I made last year to make quickly a scene all together. I have to see what I want to do. But at least I want to have this as the center point, so that I still have made something for this person, and hopefully that they will also appreciate what I have made. Of course, that's also very important. That they do like it. Of course, that's always a little bit of scary. But yeah. For now, I'm going to leave this video for here for now, and you know how it works. If you like my content, if you want to see more Dreams content like this, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Or if you don't like it, just drop a dislike. It's all up to you. And if you want to see more playthroughs, I have more playthroughs as well. If you want to see more cozy creations like Dreams or Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo, Tiny Glade, stuff like that, just cozy games, it's all on my channel, and there will be more of those content coming on my channel as well in the near future. But first, I'm going to try to finish this creation on time before the deadlines runs out. It's a little bit scary, but yeah, I have some time left, so 4 days to be precise. I'm going to say thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. And as always, don't forget to dream, everybody. See you next time. Bye bye.